Should you believe that a miracle should happen instantly, or should you trust in God's timing for it? Well, it sort of depends on the miracle. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to show you something that Jesus actually did when he didn't see the miracle happen instantly. Okay, what about healing and deliverance? What's God's will and timing for that? Okay, if we look in the Gospels and in the book of Acts, we see people getting answers to prayers pretty rapidly, okay, for healing and deliverance. There's some cases you could say, hey, maybe that was an hour or two later or something like that, but it was pretty quick. It was pretty much instant, you might say, most of the time. And then there was a few cases you might say, well, we don't know exactly how long that took, but it wasn't, years or weeks or something like that. It was pretty much within an hour or two. Now, we're not going to limit God to that. We're not going to say, okay, well, if it didn't happen an hour or two or 3 hours or the next day, then it's not of God. No, our faith isn't perfect. Although many people think that they have perfect faith, but they can't seem to move a mountain. but they still believe they have perfect faith, but we don't. It doesn't work like that. Okay, so again, the important thing is to just believe that Jesus wants it done, and he wants it done now. But healing and deliverance generally happened pretty quickly. But we're going to talk about what happens when you don't see it, so just hang on. Now, in other cases, there's a lot more variables or a lot more people involved. That could be something that is having to do with God's timing, working all of that stuff out. It can also have to do with our perception. We don't know everything that's going on behind the scenes. You might have already won something and just not know it yet. So let's say you're trying to sell your house. You're wanting the best price for it. And you pray, hey, God, help me sell the house. A week goes by, 2 weeks go by. And you're like, oh my gosh, what's going on? Well, let's just say that there is a person that's going to give you not only the price you want, but maybe a little bit above that. But they're trying to sell their house. Maybe they don't even have it on the market yet, but as soon as they sell it, they're going to come give you the best possible price for it. You just don't see what all is going on behind the scenes because it hasn't worked out quite yet. Or it could be the case of a sweepstakes or lottery winner where they pull your name or number or whatever. You may not know it till a day later, a week later, that you're the winner, even though you've already won. It's just something you haven't perceived it yet. You don't know. Let's look at what Jesus did when he was confronted with that. He went to pray for a blind man, and this is wild. He spit in his eye, okay, and then put his hands on him. And then he asked the blind guy, hey, can you see anything? Side note, this is where I got a lot of how I pray for people from, these few verses right here. And the guy was like, well, I kind of see people, but they look like trees. In other words, he's not 100% healed yet. So what did Jesus do? Did he go off and go, oh, God, why? That's one of our problems. We're always asking why, and just instead of just having faith no matter what, that it's going to get done. And so what did Jesus do? He placed his hands on the man's eyes again. It says this time his eyes were healed, okay, completely, all the way. Some translations say restored. So there was a completeness. Jesus kept in prayer. He kept believing for it, okay? He didn't just give up and quit when he didn't see it immediately happen. I think this is a lesson that we should take. Now there's, especially when more people and more variables are involved, things can definitely take longer. There's things, obviously, we pray for that maybe we don't see in the Bible. We don't really have an idea for that. But let's do what Jesus did do when he didn't see the result he wanted immediately. He kept believing. He kept in faith. If you want to say by putting his hands on him, it was kind of like he prayed again. It doesn't say he said words, which is fine, but I'm just saying he did something. He kept on. Let's do it again. Let's keep on believing. So I hope that helps you. No matter what you see the result, just keep believing, keep praying, get others to help you believe and pray as well. God bless you. If you have a question about God, the Bible, Christianity, or something like that, you can leave a question here. Over here is for prayer requests. This is just for questions. Also, some of the frequently asked questions that I get asked over and over 15 times a week. If you play this playlist, the answers to a lot of those are there as well. So hope this helps. Please, any questions, just go to my profile and click on that video and leave it there. God bless you.